Hi, and welcome back. It's kind of late tonight. It's already around midnight, so it'll probably be a shorter video. But my goal tonight is to spray that brace with some weld-through primer, and then we're gonna put the pan in. I'm gonna take the device and use the whole pan. So we need to remark where I need to cut, because those lines that I was gonna keep, I'm not keeping them anymore. We'll be cutting higher up on the close to firewall. So I need to, I guess, mark where the top is and then go below it and mark another line for the cut line. Because I think I'm gonna do a combination of spot weld and lap weld to get it stuck in. But anyways, we got a lot of cleanup to do around the weld lines anyways, and might try to do some of that tonight and drill out the spot welds from the inner fender for the front wheel to the firewall or the floor pan. Need to drill those out, and there's two braces that run along there too. We need to find spot welds on those and cut those out up to where we're gonna cut. So anyways, we got a lot of cutting to do and fitting and cleaning, so that's mainly what we'll be doing tonight. Hopefully by the end of this week we'll be ready to put it in, put the floor pan in. I still haven't got a new flange tool, so we get that far, we may have to hand drill in the holes for the spot welds, which it won't be that difficult. It'll be a lot easier with the punch, but I think we can make it work. But other than that, if we get that painted and spot welds cut and some more metal cut out of it, I think we'll be doing pretty good tonight. Like I said, it's already extremely late and I gotta go to work in the morning, so I ain't gonna be out here too long, but I just want to get out here and get a little bit accomplished to further Bronco along. Anyways, let's get over there and I'll show you what we're gonna do tonight. All right, so first thing we need to paint this with the weld-through primer, make it match this one. And while we're at it, I'm thinking about cleaning up these lines here, getting all the burrs off, you know, sanding some more paint off to where that pan sits. And my plan was to cut it here, but I was told that it'd be better to use a full pan because the ribs probably won't line up right, and it just make it less hassle to try to fit it. So I think the pan goes up to here, so we need to mark where it is and then come below it and mark another line to be our cut line. And of course, you know, need to cut this out, and we'll be getting that little piece up here. So all this is going to come out, and there's two braces that run here and over here, I believe. Let me show you. This brace here and this brace here, and it doesn't go all the way down the floor, but it will excuse me, part of it will be in where I cut it, so we need to sand this back through here and see where those spot welds are, so we can address those. And I don't think we're gonna mess up this hole, because I think it's gonna be below that. But we'll put the pan in here and see how it sits. But there's a lot of cleaning I need to do up there. I'm hoping if I can get it sandblasted, that will take care of most of that. But anyways, it's my goal tonight. May drill these out, and once this is off, I think I'm gonna try to, you can't really tell, but that back here is pretty rusted, that brace. There you go, that's a little bit better. we might try to address that too. Knock some of that rust off and get some primer on it. And while we're at it, we might take this canister off too. Save it. I'm not sure what it's used for, but probably put it back on there, I guess. If anybody knows what this is, please let me know. I've been curious about it. Don't know if it's a smog, something to do with smog or something. I don't know, but if you don't have any idea, please let me know. But yeah, I think if we get that far, then we'll be doing pretty good. But let's get the pan and put it in there and see where we have to cut it at now. Okay, I think this is how that pan's gonna sit in there. It's right with that bend. That's where that bend is. So we're just below, oops, just below that hole there. Keeps on wanting to slide on me. But you can tell we have a pretty good gap here. So that tells me this needs to come this way some. That seemed to help quite a bit, just pushing it. Might tighten that up quite a bit. But you can still see a big gap through here, all the way up. And there's a pretty good gap right there. Because it needs to be kind of like that. So I might have to push this back some, and this over some to get it right. I'm just wondering though, if I do lap weld it, is this gonna kick the kick panel out further than it needs to be? And I was told to leave this on, and the inner rocker goes over it. But I thought the inner rocker welded to this. And that's a good bit of ways away. So I don't know if the inner rocker would be kind of angled, or if I'm just overthinking everything. But I think that's where it sits the nicest at. So it looks pretty good to me. So I'll go ahead and mark this here, and then we'll come underneath it and mark another line to be the cut line, which will probably be right along this crease here. And we'll get it cut out, and this needs to be pushed over. And it's kind of not too bad, but this whole thing needs to be pushed over too. Anyways, I'll mark that right quick, and I'll start cleaning up the edges. Maybe drilling out those spot welds right there, trying to find those spot welds, and then we'll put some paint on that. Anyways, I went ahead and marked out the whole pan. As you can see, it's kind of wide there and it gets narrow down here. Not sure if I got in right or not, but that's what I'm left with. And you can see where, if I did cut this out all the way where I wanted to, right here, it would put that pretty narrow to weld to. So I'm gonna cut just below it, just enough to get all that rust out, and come up here and cut. I might try to, I need to get that cut out cut that a little bit out there and come straight all the way through. That'll be my plan. That looks somewhat level up there. So I think my pan placement is okay. I think the reason this got so narrow through here is because back here it was more flat against the panel, and as it got closer that way, it came out this way a little bit more. So I think that happened. But regardless, I don't want to have it that thin through here. So we're gonna, like I said before, reduce this down, just cut that out, and then come up here and just cut that out and go straight across. So I think it's my best bet. But now I think we're gonna clean these edges up, and I think I might spray this right through here with that weld through primer, since we have it cut already. And I'm going to keep it like that. And so we might lose this line, but we don't need that line anymore, since we know where we're going to put it. I just don't want to mess up my lines through here, so we'll just spray this part here with the primer and this piece. And then I think I may start cutting right about here, and go straight up. But I do need to find out the spot welds through here. So what we might do next is sand some of this down, see if we can't see any. Well, I didn't seem to find any spot welds through here. There are two right about here and one over here. So I guess we're good to go without no spot welds through there. But we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and mark this out. Got stuff on there. Anyways, mark this out where I'm going to cut it, so we'll have that. Anyway, that's a kind of a rough cut, and that'll give us a little under an inch to weld to. I think that should work. We just kind of follow right above the rust here, straight up and over, and then cut along there, and that should get all that out. But I think I'm gonna try to drill these spot welds next. think it's actually a hole. There's a big crease. No, there's a small crack in it. So maybe once we hammer it out, we can put some weld over it. But this piece back here is what's kind of concerning me more, though, this crack. But we'll get to that when we can turn the Bronco around. All right, I think that'll do it for me tonight. We just kind of did some prep, getting ready for the floor pan to be put in. But I think we should be on track to hopefully get this in before the end of the month. Is my ultimate goal. I know it should be in next couple of episodes, but I kind of want to take my time with it since I really don't know what I'm doing. And I don't want to mess anything up more than it can be fixed. So I'm sure I can find somebody to fix it. Well, I don't know about that since nobody wants to touch it. But anyways, next time I'll work on cutting the rest of the floor out and working on that fender or the wheel brace, getting that rust taken care of as best we can. And then we'll move on to kind of trying to shape the pan to make it fit better in there. Then I got some self-tapping screws, and we'll screw it in to make sure everything's tight and right. Then if I don't have a new punch, which I'm gonna have to drill the holes anyways for the brace, we'll have to hand drill those. We'll got some 2x4s we can stick and drill through. And then get the holes drilled for the transmission tunnel up and to the firewall a little bit. Get all those drilled, then we're ready to spot weld it in. If the spot welding goes good and it seems to be working fine, then I probably won't try to lap weld it unless y'all say I need to, then I can try. I just want it to be strong, and because we're going to take this off the frame, if that's a weak point, I don't want all the welds to bust. But if you think I should spot weld and lap weld, let me know, or just spot weld it or lap weld it, please let me know. I'm open to anything. But and let me know on that lip too. I know y'all have been telling me to keep it, but I just want to make sure it's not going to mess up the alignment with the kick panel and everything else. Like it should be. I'll get my hand right, straight like this. I'm afraid that lip will kick it out like that, and the bottom will kicked out, and I don't know, make it where the inner rocker is not lined up right, and that in turn, make kick panel not right, and that'll make the doorpost not right and the outer rocker not right. But I could be thinking way too much into it. Please let me know on that. I just need reassurance. It's how you do it. I guess I could research it some more myself, but I trust y'all. I mean, I don't think y'all tell me anything that wasn't true. But anyways, I want to say a big thank you to my new subscribers. It means a lot that you're wanting to take this journey with me. Like I said before, I don't know anything about bodywork, welding, a little bit about mechanic, like engine stuff, since I helped my dad rebuild the 78 Camaro out there. We rebuilt that for my 16th birthday, and I got that. But other than that, I'm clueless on most stuff. Just kind of seeing the problem and trying to fix it. But of course, I need y'all's help as much as y'all can help me. That's the whole thing with this, is I'm pretty much doing it by myself. I think I may try to shop out the finish, sanding and bondoing, I guess you could say, to get it straight, and the primer and paint, because I want that to look right, and I don't know if I can do it in this garage here. But if it comes down to it, we'll give it a shot, at least primer it. And but we're going to be going through everything, taking the body off, you know, the frame, make sure the frame's okay, because I know it has been in a wreck before. I want to say it was flipped, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So make sure the frame is, you know, square, which it drove okay. So anyways, we're doing that. Suspension work. We got a new wiring kit. So we put new wires in it, and there's a whole bunch of upgrades that I like to do if I have the money, which at the moment doesn't seem like it's going to be around. So it may go back to just, you know, 3 on the tree and have a 289 for it that came out of it. And just going back mainly stock, which I really don't want to do, because I like to have, you know, upgraded brakes, discs, brakes, and stuff like that. And of course, air conditioning would be nice, and power steering, and the wife would like automatic transmission in it, which I would like to, but I think it might be kind of expensive. But anyways, we'll cross those bridges when we get there. But I think this week too, we're gonna crank over the Healy a little bit and crank up the Camaro, because it's been sitting, hadn't turned over in a few months, and I don't want that engine to seize or anything else like that. Same way with the Healy, it actually kind of starts a little bit. But we'll do that this next week too, along with work on the Bronco. So again, thank you for subscribing. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the channel, and keeps me motivated to come out here and do this and slowly progress. But it's progressing little by little. Anyways, I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's gonna be over the Bronco, because that's our main focus right now. And if you haven't yet, down in the description, there's a link to my merch store. I haven't got any yet, because I'm kind of throwing all the money into the Bronco, but as soon as I got a little extra cash, I'm going to get me something to wear out here in the shop. I'm thinking about getting the hoodie too. It seems to be pretty nice. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next.